To build connections, we need three things: security, trust, and vulnerability. My name is Oskar Lehtineri, and this is Find Photography. When I started out with street photography, I would say I was kind of a shy photographer, and I think I'm still that. I did not dare to ask people to take their picture, and also when I just walked around the city, I felt that I don't know, that people were looking at me. And that has somewhat changed during the years. Now I even occasionally have the courage to ask people if I can take their picture. In photography, connection is of course essential. Not only in the way that you connect with other people, but also, as I learned when I had my solo exhibition around like nature photography in the archipelago, that when people looked at my work, they connected with me, and also I had the most amazing chance to get some feedback on the photos that I took. And it was this one dude from like Switzerland, and every summer he came to the Finnish archipelago, and when he saw my pictures he was so moved because they so much brought back memories of his childhood summers in the archipelago. And when I took that picture, of course I couldn't have known that this would bring such strong feelings in another person just by viewing one of my pieces. I chose the theme of connection for 1 week, and I must say the result kind of surprised me. So now I would like to go through the pictures that I took and give it some commentary. Let's get right into it. So the first image that I took was this one. A quite blurry image, since by some reason I thought it would be smart to take low shutter speed photos. So my shots are mainly like 1/20th of a second. This one I really loved. I was actually about to throw it away because it's so blurry, but at the same time, it gave me something. There was something there that I felt I wanted to somehow share with you. I think it's the person here, the person in the suit that makes this photo, and then these different people not connected with each other in other ways, that they happen to be at the same place at the same time. And one thing that I actually did was to try to limit myself by not shooting one person or I tried to find pictures where there were more than one person. And then also I thought that I would look for people that were holding hands, helping each other, stuff like this. So for me, like, the connection that I was looking for was quite concrete, something that you could see instantly when you viewed the picture. Next one was this one. I fell for I saw this skater dude, and I felt like there's even though it's only a one person thing, I like the relationship between the shadow and the person and the movement. So and also me coming from a past of extreme sports, mostly BMX biking, mountain biking, downhill biking. I felt I had this. Yeah, it brought some memories to me, so that's why I took this one. And then we have this one, which was a beautiful moment. It was two Arabic women or Muslim women that were walking down the street, and they were holding hands, and not holding hands in like a friendly way or a romantic way, but in a way that you hold hands when you have something really important to say to each other. And because again my slow shutter speed, it came out like this, like a quite abstract photo, but it was a strong moment and I'm happy I was there. And also I like this one because of the colors. Then we have this one. When I walked down to the metro station, I was quite clear on what I wanted. This is the thought of what connection is for me. Or when I thought about this challenge, this is what I had in mind. To really like a sharp image of people connecting with each other and having a metro passing by, so that there is like movement, which kind of frames or frames their expression and their contact between each other. Then actually I went out to the Finnish archipelago, and there it was much more difficult, because my thought was of course to shoot people and relationships. And in the woods there weren't too much people, but I didn't give up. I tried this one instead, so what I did, I just tried to take everyday pictures that somehow represented connection. So connection in games, as you can see here. And then I went out. I wanted to continue finding some sort of connection. I had this idea that maybe some branches that are like, I don't know, around each other or something like that would represent connection. But first thing I saw was this skull, and I thought like, here's a connection between life and death, and how important it is to somehow have death near you so that you cherish life more, even though death can be a very scary thing to be around. Then I started shooting a lot of trees and leaves, and still with a low shutter speed. It was quite a windy day, so I hoped that I would get some, movement in a portrait of a tree. I didn't feel that there was any kind of connection when I took this photo. I just wanted to take these pictures and try the film recipe on the Ricoh. So this is why they kind of look different also, because these are not the colors that I would choose, or how I would kind of present my photos. But I wanted to try a film recipe, so this is also that's also why they have this own kind of like green tone to them. Same with this one. It was an old phone, like an old phone line that had been there, and these were some leftovers, and also like I saw this metal connection thing. Don't like the photo that much, but it was something that I wanted to try out. This one I did really like. Here I got some real kicks, because I love taking these ICM photos. So this photo is taken in the way that when I held my camera like this, and then when I take the picture, push the button, and I pull it up. And through that I get this first the image is quite sharp, and then it starts moving, and through that way I get these photos. You could try it. Like I think I had like 1/20th of a second, and then I tried to move the camera in the same direction as like the trees, so that I would get this ghosty effect. I love this photo. Still not clear on the connection to connection, but at the time I was enjoying myself. Then of course this one, connection, is quite clear, talking in the phone, and it often brings me to the thought of, for instance, refugees that come from another country, and the only, like, the most important thing that they bring is their phone, because their phone is the connection to the old life. The connection, you can do everything with your phone. If you don't know the language, you can use it as a translator. There's so much importance and so much identity in our phones today, and so I knew that I wanted a picture of a phone as well, because there was like a strong, like probably one of the strongest connection things that I shot during this week. Then I had this one, still trying out the film recipe, love the colors, but I thought of this table with the two chairs, Like maybe this is kind of the lack of connection that makes the connection in a way. Then we have these ones. I don't know why I shot this photo. I just took it and it's still here. Connection, maybe they are connected to each other, these wells, I don't know. It's a photo that I took. Then we have this one, which is just a guy driving by with his American car, and I thought the connection here is being kind of a part of the culture of the archipelago culture, and maybe the thing like I experienced with that person at the exhibition, where when I saw this scene happening, it was for me quite clear that this is like a part of being a summer guest at the Nao Island during summer. So this vibe kind of connected with on a deeper level with me. And hopefully someone else that have seen this picture and lives on the island and knows the vibe, I think hopefully they also can relate. And then the last one, this guy just walking fast, and I don't know, I enjoyed again probably the shadow and the person and the connection between them. We all have a shadow side, and I thought there was a strong this photo. I felt it was kind of strong because of the shadow side and the person, and then the like fist, yeah, this was it. These are the photos that I took during my week of doing connection things. So yeah, I quite maybe I questioned myself for the shooting at 1/20th of a second, but at the same time I think that if you do the same thing over and over again, you don't learn anything. You have to do something differently to grow, right? So with that thought, also I'm thinking like if we want to build a connection, we need to challenge our comfort zone. When I was very depressed, maybe 10 years ago, I found it really difficult to look people in the eyes. And you know how that feels when you feel ashamed, when you feel that you're not worth being there or something like that. How difficult it is to kind of straighten up and look people in the eyes. That was what I felt very often, and I didn't want to feel that way. I didn't want to feel the shame that I felt. So what I started doing was practicing to look people in the eyes. First with people I felt more comfortable with, when it got easier with other people. And this is actually what happens, because when we start challenging our comfort zone, it will start growing. If we stay in the comfort zone, it will grow smaller. So every step, every little step that you take towards the limits of your comfort zone will create a new normal. So that when you look back, you would say like, oh, I was there, but now I'm here because I have created new normals. So that can be, of course, something to keep in mind in life, but also in photography. When you do things that you're uncertain of, or if and the chances that you fail, that's when where you are learning as well. So now I would like to hear from you. When you take pictures, what kind of pictures do you take that represent connection? What does connection look like in your pictures? Please share that in the comments below and start a discussion around it. Comment each other, all these things, because I want to know, and also that gives me so much joy if you feel if we get a discussion going, because for me creating these videos to you and you commenting and sharing your thoughts on the theme today, which is connection, will give me more ideas and will help me create new videos. So please do that, and while you're at it, please put a thumbs up if you're liking this video, and subscribe if you want to join me on these challenges, because there will be more of them. Challenging oneself in photography is a wonderful way of growing. It's a fun way to grow. To summarize today's discussion, I would say that connection is essential in any photography. Sometimes it's difficult. If we don't feel the connection, we start to feel loneliness, I think. So connection is something that we as social beings need. At the same time, it's not always easy. But if we continue doing it, we will grow. As I said in the beginning, this challenge surprised, like the outcome kind of surprised me, because I thought I would be taking photos of people being connected to each other. But during the week, I learned that the connection must not always be in what we document on the street or wherever we are. The connection might be me taking a photo, sharing it with you, and you as a viewer kind of getting this vibe from a picture, and through that you learn something about me. So when you share a picture online, it's kind of like a gift to the viewer, and through that there will be some sort of connection between you and the viewer, even though you don't know each other. And that is what I find so interesting about art, that we can connect without even knowing each other. Stay connected, and don't give up your daydream.